Hey, howdy, how's it going? How's it going? We're gonna be talking about Moon today, and Moon's a pretty dope map. It's a pretty dope map. It's the final map in the, maps that we have on BO1. It's the grand finale of the lead up that BO1 and World at War built up to. And in the final DLC, thankfully, they gave us Moon paired with all the World at War map. That was pretty dope of them. That was pretty dope of them. You know, that's mainly how I experienced the maps is by doing the BO, playing the BO1 versions. That's how I did it. And that's how a lot of my friends did it as well, because we weren't around for World at War. Or I guess we were, but I don't know. Like, we didn't get any of the DLCs for it, so it is whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah. Moon is a pretty dope map. The low gravity, the astronaut, like the biodome, the wave gun. It's all great. It's all great. Like the vibe of this map is impeccable. Like all the dotted lights out throughout it. The fucking loneliness you feel whenever you're standing out in the big, like wide, vast, like surface of the moon that you're gonna be standing in a lot. It feels great, you know. The low gravity's on point. Like it's just great, dude. It's a great map. Of course, it can be aggravating with the astronaut taking your perks and the excavators decompressing stations all around the map and all that shit. But hey, that's Moon for you. You know, as long as you're on top of the ball, it's gonna be a good time. That and a little luck, and you're gonna have a great time on Moon. But if you're doing something like, I don't know, not having good luck or just being kind of lackadaisical with how you're playing it, it can be a bit of a time on this map, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those maps where if you're having a good time, you're having a great time. But if you're not, you're just kind of not. But that's just how it is, you know? But the views on this map, all the dotted lights, the earth, the missiles all around, the excavators like looming in the background, it's great, dude. It's great. And all the paths from like the spawn area after you get out of area 51 and get to the spawn area, the paths are just kind of all leading, like there's two paths and they lead up into the MPD, and then after the MPD it leads into the biodome, and it just everything leads you up to the biodome, and the biodome is so good looking, dude. It is a great looking area in this map, in BO1 and BO3. But of course, I like playing the BO3 version more because there's just more to look at on BO3, you know? It's prettier and it plays kind of smoother in my opinion, so there's that. It's a great map. It's a great map. And yeah, the Easter egg. The Easter egg is great. You know how you get to blow up the freaking Earth? It's great. But the Easter egg steps being tied to being luck because you need certain things all the time, like the wonder weapons, and getting the wave gun sometimes is just aggravating as all hell. But it's whatever. It's whatever. You know what I mean? It's a great time. It's a great time whenever you get the wave gun and you're getting all the steps done and all that, and yeah. It's great. Oh, the QEDs are they're fun. And the hacker being able to get cheaper doors, and I guess switching out the perks and getting 1,000 points for stopping the excavate. I think you get 1,000 perks for stopping the excavators, but anyways, yeah. This map has a lot of things to it. There's a lot of things to this map, and I can't believe there's like people that don't like this map. There's a lot of training space, the flow of the map is pretty good, besides the fact that it has no alternate modes of like transportation or mobility, like the lunar landers or the slider minecart on Shangri-La, or like the elevators and teleporters on 5, and it makes the map feel like you have to do a lot of running, and that's, I guess, one of my big cons of it, is that it's one of those maps where if you're not running stamina up, you're feeling like you're just not getting to where you're needing to be, like, in a good span of time. You know what I mean? It's just one of those maps that's it might not be the biggest, but it feels big with how much running you gotta do. But it's whatever, you know? It's whatever. It's just how it is. And yeah, Moon is a great map because of the ambiance, in my opinion, that it gives off. Just the loneliness that you feel up there is just amazing. Like it's a little bit of the zombies that we still used to get back in the day, you know, where it was eerie and spooky still. Even now, whenever I'm playing this on the BO3 prettier version, it still has this weight to it, even though it's the one with less gravity than any other map in the series. It just has this weight to it, like there's like a finality to where you worked up to, you know? Like, this is it. Like, we're on the moon. We're at, like, the final steps of the race, you know? It's just a great feeling to pair with the loneliness of just being literally isolated on the moon, and it's just, oh my goodness, it's just a great time, dude. It's just a great time. And I can't tell you how many times, like, I'd be playing this map with my friends or something, and we would just troll each other all the time, and it was fun. I remember times where, like, we were supposed to, like, go and stop the excavators and all that, and we just intentionally not do it to piss everybody. I know there was one time where I personally didn't do it just to piss everybody off because, well, we were, like, all in the biodome pretty much, just chilling, and I decided to let the excavator just dig into the thing, and no one, like, paid attention to it, and yeah. Moon's great. Moon's a great time. Of course, you know, sometimes whenever you're doing it, yeah, I've done the Easter egg of Moon like once or twice, and one time was agonizing because we had to spin the box and spin the box and spin the box, and then the other time we got everything kind of quickly. So yeah, very you know, very so Easter egg because of the luck you gotta have getting the wonder weapon and, you know, all the other things you need besides that. But you know, it's whatever. It's just how it is back in these days of these BO1 maps. Ascension's kind of the same way, with sometimes you either get the wonder weapons right away, or, you know, you gotta roll and roll and roll for them. It's just how it is on these older maps, you know? But that's what gives them their charm. You're not gonna have the same game every time, and that's pretty neat, in my opinion. Gives it replayability. Gives it some replayability. Yep. But yeah, Moon is just, I don't know, Moon is Moon. Like, it's a love-hate relationship in my opinion, because there's a lot to keep track of, or, well, I guess there is. You gotta make sure the excavators don't do anything bad to wherever you're trying to go or do or be or whatever the fuck. And on top of that, you gotta also pay attention to the zombies while in low gravity or not, and pay attention if you're in a place with air or not, and pay attention to the astronaut zombie where his dumb ass is all the time, and every time you kill him he gets more health, and it's just a whole big to-do, you know? It's just, man, it is, there's a lot to, in my opinion, juggle on this map, but once you get it down, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Of course, you know, if you're having a good time, you're having a good time. If you're not, you're not, you know? Like I said earlier, it's one of those maps. Those maps are the maps that, like, I like playing, but whenever I'm not having a good time playing it, I'm just not gonna play it no more, you know? But yeah, Moon has a special place in my heart because it, you know, it was one of the maps that I, like, played a lot with my friends because, you know, they thought it was cool and whatnot, and always wanted to do the Easter egg, and yeah, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. And plus, the, like, name of the like space station or whatever, Griffin Station, and all that, and the fact that Rick Toffin switches souls with Samantha, and we blow up the Earth, and that's a continuation from BO1 to BO2, and we get to see what we did to Earth on Moon in transit. Like, yeah, it was one of those times to be alive. Even though people don't like transit, and I really don't like transit either. Now that I like played it a whole bunch and like just like it's transit, you know. But that transition from the moon and blowing up the Earth from the moon, and then going from the moon to the Earth and seeing what we did, it was just awesome, bro. It was awesome. I loved every minute of it. But what, like, that's just, you had to be there, you know. Oh, man, that was a fun time. But anyways, that was the review slash reminiscing of Moon. You know, like, it's the floaty type map that, you know, has no gravity and has beep boops and bops from the 1960s like vibe from like the space race era or whatever, you know. Like, it was pretty dope. And yeah, like, between the like 1960s vibe and like space race vibe and the like, I don't know, sci-fi alien, like occult Nazi experiment type spin on it is just, it is just out of this world. Forgive the pun. Yeah, it's out of this world. But yeah, from the Biodome to Area 51 to the corridors to just that alongside the first little step outside from the spawn room, like outside of Griffin Station, like, it's all cool. It's cool in my opinion, dude. And I like it. But I guess that's gonna be it for, you know, for today. That this has been the reminiscing slash review of Moon. Like and subscribe and leave a comment down below what your favorite map from BO1 is. And yeah, I guess I'll see you later. Peace.